Where are you going?
To get my Taylor Swift blanket.
All right, let's change gears. How about that Taylor Swift, huh?
And now they're like, you go, girl. Like, no, you go, girl. And they all went to Taylor Swift.
Hey everyone, I'm back with the latest scoop from the Tavis universe. Buckle up, because Travis is suddenly channeling some serious Swiftie energy, and things are getting very interesting. On the latest episode of the New Heights podcast, Travis casually dropped a major nugget of Taylor trivia during a chat with Jason Sudeikis. Turns out, he knows more about Taylor's SNL history than I know about my own Netflix password. He recalled her first time pulling Double Duty as host and musical guest, and even mentioned a scrap sketch where she was originally set to star. Instead, Blake Lively stepped in and saved the day. Cue the internet going wild. Now, here's where it gets juicy. I have a sneaky little theory. Was Travis subtly name-dropping Blake as a way to signal Swifties that Taylor and Blake's friendship is still rock solid? Because let's be real, the gossip mill has been churning ever since the whole Blake versus Bomey drama. And with all the buzz around Taylor possibly being subpoenaed in that ongoing case, things are feeling messier than a bad rom-com. But if Travis is bringing up Blake now, could it be a well-timed hint that all is still good in Taylor's inner circle? The timing feels way too convenient to be random. If you ask me, this is some next-level PR maneuvering. What do you think?
Blake Lively versus Plaintiff, which is Wayfair Studios, and then we have Wayfair Studios, Plaintiff versus Blake Lively. Justin Baldoni's side argued that they think that she shouldn't receive any preferential treatment because she's fake.
Anyway, back to Travis, because let's be real, he was glowing while talking about Taylor's SNL moment. And when a guy can casually name-drop your past SNL skits, yeah, you know he's been doing his homework. Social media was buzzing, with Swifties joking, does he know every Taylor moment ever? Someone even quipped, I'm starting to think there's no Taylor video Travis hasn't seen. At this point, he's basically the OG Swiftie of the NFL, and honestly, I'm so here for it. Oh, and let's not gloss over the fact that he sang a little line from 22 in the same episode. If that's not the most adorable flex and the perfect shut-up to the naysayers, I don't know what is. But as always, this isn't just about the rom-com. Travis has been dropping little hints about their relationship like breadcrumbs throughout his podcast, mentioning her songs, and maybe even her New York City neighborhood. Oh, Travis, you sweet, cheeky man. We're all just over here piecing together the clues like it's the Da Vinci Code of celebrity romance.
Oh my God, babe, no, I'm not sick. I just need to lie down, watch Taylor and Travis edits, and figure out what shade of pink I'm wearing Saturday night. Totally fine.
Speaking of which, the power couple had themselves a quiet date night in New York City on Wednesday. And by quiet, I mean they dined at an ultra-exclusive steakhouse called CR Club in Chelsea, where entry requirements probably include a verified Instagram account and $3,000 shoes. Casual. Now, here's the thing. Taylor and Travis have been laying low since the Chiefs' Super Bowl loss. And let's be real, that game was stressful. Instead of hitting up after parties with confetti and championship rings, they opted for cozy nights in at Travis's place in Missouri. Because nothing says post-Super Bowl decompression like a romantic getaway to America's heartland. Oh, and speaking of getaways, these two lovebirds have been on the move. First, a casual trip to Park City, Utah, and now a pop-in to the Big Apple. A source even spilled that they were very cute together, and honestly, how could they not be? Travis reportedly had his arm around Taylor like they were straight out of a rom-com montage. Now, all I need is a slow-mo shot of them strolling through NYC with Style playing in the background. Someone make it happen.
That very first time we did it was with Taylor when she hosted. Then like a few of my personal favorites that like I was involved in, like Forte and I had a lot of fun things. We did a sketch called Potato Chip.
Nice.
But it didn't make
a young Taylor too.
A young Taylor, yeah. And but it didn't make it to air. We ended up doing it with Blake Lively.
The Tavis universe just got way more interesting. Let's break it down. The plot thickens, my friends. While Taylor and Travis were out here living their best lives in the city that never sleeps, Taylor was also celebrating something massive. Cue dramatic music. She just became Spotify's highest earner, raking in a casual $13 million in royalties from 2024 streams. Not bad for someone who once called out Spotify with a firm "pay me better" a decade ago, right? She really came back with a vengeance. Speaking of vengeance, Swiftie detectives have their magnifying glasses out again, and this time, the mystery involves a $50 million Tribeca penthouse. Here's the deal. When a teaser for Travis and Jason Kelce's New Heights podcast dropped, fans wasted no time sleuthing. In the clip, Travis is casually rocking a black cap with Tribeca written on it. Gasp. Yep, the same fancy New York neighborhood Taylor calls home. Then Jason casually mentions they recorded this episode in NYC, highly unusual since Travis typically films in Kansas City while Jason's over in Philly. Naturally, Swifties went full detective mode. One Instagram user was convinced it was filmed at Taylor's place, even claiming she totally picked out that wallpaper. I mean, if you're living in a $50 million penthouse, you definitely have thoughts on wallpaper. But wait, it gets even juicier. One observant fan swore they spotted Taylor's reflection in the glass of a record player. That's next level sleuthing. Someone else commented, did they want us to notice? Was this an accidental Taylor cameo? Honestly, very possible. But let's get real. If Taylor and Travis are living together, which, come on, it's about time they just admit it, would anyone actually be surprised? Back in December, sources said Taylor was eyeing Nashville as her home base to be closer to Travis. Then in January, rumors swirled that they were considering buying real estate in Kansas City. Kansas City, people, not even Hollywood. Talk about commitment. So whether they're hanging out in her Tribeca penthouse, browsing Kansas City real estate, or just living inside Travis's home gym, because let's be honest, that man is built like a Marvel superhero. One thing's for sure, they love keeping us on our toes. And if that wasn't enough, hold on to your tiaras, because Taylor is officially dreaming of wedding bells and tiny baby feet. Yep, word on the street is that she's got the whole white dress and picket fence vision in mind, and we all know who the lucky guy is. According to a source, Taylor is ready to walk down the aisle. Like yesterday, she's apparently all about tying the knot and popping out kits like it's a brand new album drop. But plot twist, Travis isn't exactly circling a wedding date on his calendar just yet. No, his focus is still on football, which, let's be real, makes total sense. This guy is a literal Super Bowl champ. So while Taylor's dreaming up nursery color palettes, Travis is over here studying game footage, shutting down retirement rumors, and probably giving himself a locker room pep talk like, I'm not done yet. That said, Taylor's not pressuring him to retire. As much as she'd love to see him swap footballs for diaper doobie, she's like, you do you, babe. Honestly, probably the most mature part of this whole situation. Enter David Croft, F1 legend and unexpected Swiftie king. Yes, you read that right. The legendary Formula One commentator, who once spent his days analyzing tire changes, is now out here dropping Taylor Swift references like he's on a reputation tour of his own. It all started when he casually followed the rumors about Taylor and Fernando Alonso, because why not? And now, he's a full-blown Swiftie. We're talking wearing Taylor merch to the Eras Tour in 2024, snapping social media pics like it's his personal 1989 era, and fully leaning into the Swiftie life. So when an interviewer caught up with Crofty at the Australian Grand Prix this weekend, you knew the question was coming. What do you think about Taylor and Travis? Cue dramatic music. He's all in. His response? I hope so. They look happy together. Look at Crofty, spreading those positive vibes, and he didn't stop there. He added, why would they not? Ooh, Crofty basically just said, what do you know that I don't? At this point, he's fully invested. He's out here defending Taylor and Travis like they're on the final lap of an F1 race. And with that, folks, that's a wrap for today's drama. But don't worry. At this rate, we'll have another mystery to decode in no time. See you next time.